Well, if there's one thing that we've learned here on our first night down, his 7 between one hop at second. The shout mid 10-game hitting streak. Now and misses at the first pitch. Revs a 7-0 lead to first base. Mitchell back standing. And another move over. Mitchell back standing. His league leading 7th. And it's up high. Jansen earlier in this game, one though, either a cutter or a slider up. And his hammer. And check swing, foul tip. That would have been a check swing. Now Atkins ready. And a swing and a pop fly. Slide, makes the play again. He pops up and fires to first. And another sliding grab. Still cut off extra bases. And if a ball. Here's Cody. First one foul back. He was late on the fast. It was a 7-0. Last year, when Atkins started the year, he really struggled his first dance. I thought he was good. Tonight, he's been outstanding. Here's the 0-1. Slider breaks down and in. Have other thoughts. That's good. He fires here, and it's fouled back. And again, Stanley was late. It's 1-2. And the amazing thing is training had to build up after being shut down with some elbow, but the right side, Mitch overruns it. Castillo charges up, glove hit, flip is it to racing in. Makes one hit and one left. We'll go to the 7th.
Essential to the strength of a community. Sports, special events, and more. For more than 150 years. Always cheering. Always make York County great. And to you, having a great time. Bank. Member FDIC equal.
Your stay at Courtyard by is a state-of-the-art lab, relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro, including Starbucks and an evening. Courtyard by 840-7840.
The York Revolution tickets and 50% off at your favorite local restaurants. Get all of that and more for just $50. This and sports medicine. Details at York Revolution. 1 hits.
New FM signal, new websites, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows. IK.com.
Start back on a high curve from Lucas Irvin, who stays in. He's gone 6 up, 7 Rockets. Ball in her half. Is 1 for 2 tonight. Scored in the 4th. Also has in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th. Pitt. And it'll skip to the backstop. An ace-worthy start. And back at the wall, it's gone! Batter's eye in Celebration Field. And the Revs now here in the top of the 7th. Third of the season is second. And you hardly ever and hitter out to their splash zone, the water park, batter's eye, and the Bud Light Ice House in deep right center. What a shot. And his ran out of room and could only watch. Comes up empty. 8-9. double and a solo home run tonight. Over to first for the out, and there's one away. Nash with was the game winner. It's the 2012 Skeeters inaugural game. He hit one. Several mid that they've made a trip here. Installation field back. He was here for that. Walk 1-0. Grip delivers and a swing and a line all the way to the Revs. Relay to third. He's slagged out. Trying to make a season. And Core not 3 bases. He does have his second. Continue to rake here in the opener. Now 12 hits in the game. 5 for Peter Tago coming in. What an outing for Mitch Atkins.
Paired theirs to ours. From cereal to celery, from sushi to salad. And while many look for our new price comparison tags. You can buy groceries anywhere you like.
Annual percentage rate as low as 4.65% on equipment. Don't put 65 years.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you call 811. These will come out to the area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners.
Are you? The Revs play York.
Revs lead it 8-0. Juan Silverio leads on. Swing and a foul against the net. 6 shutout inning. Silverio. It is down and away just by much. Boy, there is not much time to react. It's a beat. One other. Daryl Thompson, you got the win. Swing and a miss. Out and a swing and a miss. And he couldn't catch up. Tago straight back at 96. Ball. Coming in. Figured Peter Grimes 1-1. He's 1-2. First pitch on it and lines a single to left field. For the skew of them, 2 for 3. To the plate. Phipps has flied the Revs adding Amalio Diaz, Island closer. Two balls, 1 strike. History of strong and it's 2-2. Steadied the ship. Way outside. Back. New ball will be tossed to Tago. It's a full count. Johnson can get ahead. The payoff pitch is reaching. For some reason, the board has Jose Ortega's name up, but the one-hand grab to end. No runs, one hit, and one man left. We go to the 8th.
Home of the judgment-free zone. Environment with two convenient locations in your comfortable extended hours for those early risers $10 a month. Join in club. At planetfitness.com.
You trust AAA to work at every mile, but AAA insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA home insurance.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play.
On to the 8th. 8. They are getting him, one would assume, a starter throughout his career. Home run from Talvin Nash. Only got him within 3 of. And he just stands there like, you kidding me? Irvin running over toward first, picks up himself and steps on Fring. 1 for 4 on the night. Here's Trapp. Within 10 of the Revs' all-time record of 66 from Andres Perez. Trapp takes low. Here's the 1. And then hit one hard, but lined out in the 5th. On the pitch on Trapp. Irvin drafted by Tampa Bay in 2011. He deals. At third, Silverio across the line in foul ground. Walk and grab. Going to go 4 innings in relief. Some time with Summerton. Top of the order, swings first pitch and sends a foul down the third base side. I'll land at the top of the seats. 0 for 4 tonight. Punched out 3 times. Did hit one hard to right field that was caught. This is on a high fastball. Now down and away. Select here. Irvin and here's the 2-2. 8-0 York here. Hit ball in right center. It's another one pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 8th, and Irvin 8, and the Skeeters nothing.
Step outside the with a hostile takeover. Broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent right in your backyard.
People's Bank Park is sponsored by Dietz and Blewett Insurance Company. Has been serving the York and Central PA areas for more than 10 years. Friendly, courteous staff who put their clients first. Google them on the web for a free quote at Life and Business Insurance.
That's why York 150 years. York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park.
YK, first in
1350.
Out of the bottom of the 8th, 8-0 York. 8 struck out 2 in a scoreless 7th. He had a fairly dominating 7th inning aside from that single. But there's a couple reasons sending him back out. One on, fouled back. Number one, it's a good time to see how he reacts to it, but Yeah, this could save you. I mean, he may not be available tomorrow. He still might be, but save you another arm that playing on a ball in the dirt. 2-2. It's another one that looks like it was blown. But Rondon's it back to the net. They were trying to blow up his hands, setting up way in on him there for the next day. Pitch is down and in now, 3-2. But also the multiple innings, and certainly with his stuff, you see him as a back end relief predicament. You're better off than that for spot start. The another payoff, and it missed. Times in his season debut to pursue MMA fighting on that. Well, the 0-1 fastball. Swing last third and of it. Coronado back. Do it again. 0-2. Swing and he popped her, and he was ready to go if need be. My put out. Here's Jared Mitchell. Mitchell's former teammates out on the field tonight as he's crossed paths. First pitch is in tight. The league's longest so far. Back. Here's in York. Oh, he almost had it. It bounces off the wall. He'll heave it in. Gap in right center. He is swinging the bat well. Trapped tonight. He was really close. And that'll be all for Tago. He's been out there long enough. One out. And Trapp really close to running. To the moment.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties. .com. Kona Ice.
Sell running gear, but where do you go for nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years? And the events. If Flying Feet is knowledgeable of what you need, beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. Track and specialty store prices. Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
New FM signal, new website, get.com.
Jamison McGrain comes in. Trapp, who was there, was surprised as it was hit in deep right center, but he is a shutout in jeopardy. Jan Santee, the hitter, first outing in 6 days, had a scoreless inning against to get even, sweeping across. 1-1. Break took out the feet of Rondon. An area that Mace, a job that relievers have done. A grain to leave. Looks into. We're trying to get now fastball. Now it goes full. A ground ball poked to second. It'll score the run. To third and gets back on. They're all. And to take this and for now it's unearned. Off walk, which was a heck of a battle between Tago and Rondon, who fought his way on. Now here's Cody Stanley, who's over. Ball hooks low. Grounder there. I don't know if it would have been a strike. It was borderline on the outside, but he poked it, picked. This year. Comes in. Too long. And now the base is empty. 2-1. Charge to Tago, although for now. That bangs upstairs and is spit back. Action on it, and she is just missed inside. It's one to Mitchell. 1-0. Oh my, breaking ball misses way high. Where is a mound visit when you need it? 2-0. The back of the mound takes a deep breath. Hit. Now ready. 2-0 pitch. Now ready. 2-1. It's not going to be easy tonight. So, Frost hit. Now they're.
The York County Solid Waste Authority advanced waste-to-energy technology 100 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This is electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every day. www.ycswa.com to learn more.
Is new 98.9 and who back a listener Everett George joined.
Very clear, and Dan Patrick's voice sounds really authentic.
What are your favorite things?
Well, actually, it's going to be York Revolution Baseball, and I don't know the other guys yet, but you know it's FM, and yeah, he's one of my favorites. Him and Dan Patrick. I heard he's kind of goofy, but he's all right.
Sports Radio 9.
It is Julio Perez, and with the tying run on deck, he is looking for his 3 of the lead. First offering is down and away. Tying run on. Fletch just has his arms draped over the dugout railing. Britain, and then 1 in extra innings on the road. Jan Santi 0 for 4 with an RBI ground out. Now the 2 up into the mitt of Skelton. Came up with just a nick. 2-2. Perez ready. Swing and a miss! He's ball up and in. 2. And save. Stanley 0 for 3. And Perez ready. And that's in there. Fan 1. Shakes off. And the pitch. Breaking run. Perez. And what would be a huge win. Perez. And the 2-2. Swing! And it was a lot hairier than any of them wanted in the end, but the Revs Dukes game losing streak. They win on travel day. Sugarland frightening 8-1 on the road as they file through the line. Julio but it was struggles late tonight. And Peter Tago, his first inning, coming out for a second inning. And Jared, something was going on with that mound, so I think tonight you just chalk it up as one of those strange things, and maybe managed it different than that. Because other guys, but they do get the 3 final as the Revs win the 5-11. It doesn't sound like much for now, and that's what they wanted to do coming down here. Once again, the final score: the Revs 8.
Hey, did you know that another perk of being a season restaurant card, good for Deepating Rest Revival Social Club, 1 free dessert per person per ticket per visit. Fuddruckers, 15% off total % off your order. And Iron Horse York, 10% off your entire meal on home game ball, great fun, and a VIP restaurant card. Now that's Revs time.
Residency National Police Week, May 12th through the 18th, Maple Donuts recognizes local law enforcement officers with special donations.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs win it tonight. 8-3 is your final needed win. They end the losing streak, one shy of matching the in a row. Would get things righted and win the whole thing that season, so you cannot make any determination. Improved to 5-11 and 3-1 on the road as they win this opener here today, a day that started at about 3 in the morning for these guys that he had yesterday. And tonight, the approach early in the game was almost per innings into this game, and they put up a 4 spot in the second inning as Tejeda and Dotel led off, singled the 4th straight hit. Justin Trapp provided a sac fly to make it 3-0 after they missed an opportunity in the 3rd, loading the bases. And it was Trapp who led off with a single with 2 outs. They took advantage in airplay. Talvin Nash doubled to left center, and a run had scored on the air. Then Nash's RBI double, and then was dominant. I mean, he was hitting his spots, but the fastball and curve really stood out tonight, and he carved him up. And last July, the way that his second start of the season, had a 1-hitter into the 5th. And batter's eye in one of the deepest parts of the yard here in a scoreless inning. And we mentioned multiple reasons why you might want to run at this point in the year. They tried that. His stuff was good again in the 8th batter, with some foul balls to start the inning. Tago then got a pop-up, but then eye off it, or second run, and that made it 8 to Tago. Still, though, a 6-run lead. So we went to the 9th, and he's been dominant his first 4 outings, but tonight he just could not find the land, and he was just and only got 1 out, and it was an 8-3 game with the time. But you expand lead, but just could not find the strike zone. They had to make the move, and with the tying man struck out both at 7.5 innings tonight. I would bet that Martin gets back if the mound is any issue for him here again this week, gets back home and has no issues. It's just, and for Sugarland, loss here at home, they fall to 5-6 at home. And overall, check the scores.
York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 W8 York. Wise Markets. By Fast Sign. Reinhardt Foods, East York Veterinary Center. By Bricker's Famous French Fries and Food. Penn State Hershey. Your local York County Napa Auto Care Centers 98 out the York Revolution season. One of our great local Revs game, plus 2 tickets to the 2019 Atlantic League All-Star Game at People's Bank Park. 1 hits. Email at WOYK1350.com or look for our Facebook posts with a link to the submission form. Your
Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WO in sports.
Needed Take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Only one other game in the Atlantic League tonight. Southern Maryland at home got 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning as a single from our buddy Ruby Silva, who is off to a red hot. Trying to figure out how they tied the game. In the Liberty Division, Somerset was off. They're 11-3, and now a half-game lead over Long Island. Barnstormers are within 3.5, moved to within 4 as things tie. In the 3rd inning, A's and 6th straight wins down scoreboard tonight. All Game 2 of the Western Conference played in front of 2,631. Kunkel Insurance Group player of the game. Quite frankly, everybody. It was absolutely terrific. 6 scoreless, 3 noon Eastern, or just a couple of minutes before. And we hope you can join us then. Until then, Daryl Henry saying so long. Listening, enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll talk to you noon Eastern.
And 13th for first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse in every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out 989WOYK.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. York Revolution Baseball. All